In the bustling chaos of 1999 New York City, a chilling mystery unfolded. Dozens of luxury vehicles, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and BMWs vanished without a trace. No broken glass, no alarms, no leads. By the end of the month, 48 high-end vehicles had disappeared into thin air. It was as if they had simply evaporated. Behind this audacious spree was not an ordinary criminal, but a ghost. A meticulous mastermind who had turned car theft into an art form. His name? Min Jinyang, a former Chinese intelligence officer with military-grade skills and an unmatched mind for strategy. What followed was a game of cat and mouse that pushed law enforcement to its breaking point. Jinyang's journey began in Shanghai, where his brilliance shone in covert operations for the Chinese military. Trained in surveillance, smuggling, and disappearing without a trace, Jinyang was a shadow. But his military career ended abruptly in 1990 under mysterious circumstances. Forced to adapt, Jinyang spotted an opportunity in Shanghai's luxury-starved elite, who craved the unattainable, imported supercars. With a $500,000 investment from a local gang, Jinyang set his sights on the car capital of the world, New York City. Assuming the identity of a humble immigrant named Kenny, he laid low, driving an old Nissan Altima and blending into the city's fabric. But behind the scenes, for a criminal empire, Jinyang's first move was securing a discreet warehouse masked as a food storage facility. With his right-hand man, Poi Chia, he assembled a team with surgical precision. His key recruit? Dean, a seasoned car thief with connections to the city's underground. Dean brought in Mario Lopez, a technical genius who could bypass the most advanced car security systems with custom software and finesse. Jinyang's brilliance lay in his structure. Layers of secrecy protected him. Orders flowed through intermediaries. No one knew the full picture except Jinyang. Cars were scouted in affluent areas, stolen without leaving a mark, and parked in safe zones for 48 hours to ensure they weren't tracked. At the warehouse, Mario and his crew transformed stolen vehicles into new cars, removing trackers, repairing locks, and creating duplicate keys. Every car was a masterpiece, ready for export to China. Using a labyrinth of fake shipping companies, Jinyang disguised vehicles as food or industrial goods. Containers zigzagged through ports and ships, ensuring the cars vanished into the global trade abyss. By late 1999, the NYPD was stumped. Cars were vanishing at an unprecedented rate. Surveillance yielded nothing. Informants had no answers. The city's luxury car owners were in a panic, but the police couldn't even identify a suspect. The breakthrough came by accident. A reckless thief from Jinyang's network crashed a stolen car during a joyride. Under interrogation, he revealed the operation's existence and named Dean as the middleman. With their first real lead, the police launched surveillance on Dean. But Dean was slippery, changing routes, avoiding patterns, and operating in the shadows. Bit by bit, the police unraveled the web. Wiretaps revealed cryptic orders. Hidden cameras around the warehouse captured stolen cars coming and going. Yet the mastermind, Kenny, remained invisible. His ghostly presence frustrated investigators as the thefts continued unabated. Success breeds arrogance. As demand in China soared, Jinyang's operation cut corners. Cars were rushed to the warehouse without the usual safety checks. Then came the fatal error, a stolen BMW with an active GPS tracker. When its owner reported the theft, the tracker led police straight to Jinyang's warehouse. The NYPD played the long game. They surveilled the warehouse for weeks, planting cameras and intercepting communications. Slowly, the scale of Jinyang's empire became clear. They mapped his network, identified his operatives, and prepared for a decisive strike. In a coordinated operation, police raided the warehouse at dawn. Workers were caught off guard, and the facility's secrets were laid bare. Pristine stolen cars, counterfeit shipping manifests, and high-tech tools for reprogramming vehicle systems. The operation was in shambles, but Jinyang himself was nowhere to be found. Simultaneously, another team stormed Jinyang's suburban home. The man who had evaded capture for years was arrested without resistance. The quiet immigrant known as Kenny was unmasked as Min Jinyang, the genius behind the largest car theft ring in American history. Even as Jinyang stood trial, much of his empire remained intact. The majority of the stolen cars had already been shipped overseas, their origins erased. The $75 million fortune he amassed was untouchable, funneled through untraceable channels. Despite the magnitude of his crimes, Jinyang received a mere 10-year sentence, a glaring contrast to his decades of criminal brilliance. To this day, law enforcement marvels at the operation's precision and scale. Jinyang's story is a testament to the thin line between military genius and criminal mastermind, a line he crossed with chilling success.